just the craziness of being in Las Vegas. And, everybody knows it's called Sin City, right? And believe me, I used to go to Vegas quite a bit and participate in a lot of that sin. I was not a gambler, definitely not a gambler. That was not my thing. But, the club scene and just back in that stage of my life where I was, you know, putting my identity in all the wrong things and searching for, that love and acceptance from people, not from God. And just, it was so crazy to, go back to this place that I used to go to regularly, every single year and just have a completely different lifestyle. And, I was a believer back then. If you listen to previous episodes and stuff, you heard about how I found my very first Bible that I got when I gave my life to Christ in high school, and how the inscription on there had the verse Romans 8:28, which happens to be my life verse that is tattooed on my left wrist. And to look 30 years later of how God has redeemed my story and continues to redeem my story. And I just felt called to share about that. So yeah, I had to laugh. We pull into Las Vegas on Sunday, the previous Sunday, and first stop, church. I have gone to Vegas a lot of times, and let me tell you, I have never once stepped foot in a church. And so we started off, on the right foot, getting God's word. My husband had a friend who was leading worship at a church there, and so we literally, right off the highway, we checked into the hotel. Didn't even have time to change clothes. Just went. They happened to have a Sunday night service, and we went and had a incredible message about being in caves, in a cave season, when you're hiding. And obviously I resonate with that a lot. I don't know if you do too, if you're connected with me in this group, this community. We are about living bold and moving out of the shame, that we've been hiding in the shadows because the enemy has been telling us lies. And sadly, we listen to them a lot, right? And it's a lifelong process of stepping into what God is calling you. And a lot of times you will feel like you're hiding in fear, in shame, in doubt, and allowing the enemy to stop you from truly becoming who God created you to be, and to take those bold steps in whatever He is calling you to, and in whatever capacity, whether that's in a business or a book, maybe sharing your story on different platforms like a podcast or a speaking stage. And, as God has been redeeming and writing my story, He's been weaving this into, being that person who is both your cheerleader and your advocate and your accountability partner to push you into those next seasons, out of the cave, if that's where you're in.